Hello everyone, I am Kevin Bustamante and this is my tile-based project. So the inspiration I got for my main mechanic is from the Skylander games where they had like a cube-based mini puzzles in a lot of their games and levels where you had to connect a bunch of puzzle pieces to either fill in gaps, connect power, or to open a door. I did the one where you have to connect power to a power source into an outlet to open a door. So that's what I did with this in my first level. Let me show you how it's done. This is a power source block, I mean a power conductor block, and you need to place it between the outlet and the power source. So let me do that. And that opens the door. Then you pass through. It shows that it can be placed in many directions. And there you go, that's the first level with my mechanic. Let's proceed now to the next one. Okay, now this level is from a fellow student in section 01 class from William, and this is his bridge builder code where if you place this bridge block over a pit, it forms a bridge that lets me walk across it like a normal tile. That again, and you can put multiple in the same row. See, let me cross meaning gaps. Now this is the more complex level, where I use the assets I was able to implement in time all into one in the best way that I can think of at the moment. So let's proceed. Place the block, place the powers, place the conductor, build a 3-tile bridge. Yep. Open the next door. Now in this part, you need to move. This is the power conductor block for the door at the end near the wind tile. And how to get it over is by using teleporters. Now the green one is for the player, and the other one is for the block, because I couldn't figure out how to like have the block placed like ahead of the teleport, like just on the top. So I just made two, one for the player and one for things, so it doesn't get stuck. So let's teleport over there, and let's teleport now. Because as you can see, when you're teleported, you land on the block itself, and you can't exactly like you move out of it. Like when you teleport on, if you put teleporter on the orange block, you wouldn't be teleported if the block's already on top of it. That's why I made a second teleporter, the green one. Now it seems like there's a gap here, and here's a bridge block. Just place it there to get this power conductor to the outlet and the power source. Another gap again. Let's build a bridge first. Okay, now we just have to get to the outlet and power source. And that's the whole project. Pretty simple overall. And once you get to the last thing, it simply switches back to the beginning. Now then, let's talk about the code. For the power conductor, the base code is the stuff you would find in the normal entity block. Use the code to make it move to the entity, neighbors, all that normal stuff you see in the entity to make it move to the tile and so you can interact with it. What I added was this. Now this code down here changes the color to the blue, from the gray to the blue. So it changes this gray to blue, or in this case the eyes texture, to let it know that it goes from non-powered to powered. And this code here lets the block know if it's next to a power conductor in 4 different directions, thanks to this get all neighbors, the values, and for each loop, which conducts the code into 4 tiles: up, down, left, and right. And after that's cast to the power source to let it know to change colors, it activates the function change colors. And then after that, if it's next to the outlet, we cast it to the outlet wall to activate the function change the colors from its red to blue, and to let it notify of where to go. And this code lets the outlet know, or lets the cube know that the power outlet is up above it. So like, here's the cubes on the bottom and the power source is on top. And let's go to the bridge builder. The same interacts, same stuff, how it moves, how it interacts. But what it does change is this, where we can interact with it. We can interact with it and make it move to the next tile view. And this material, it does like a little sequence when it's over a pit to let it move to the next tile. Then in that, we go to the pit function, where it's set up where this is the normal code for the pit that lets the player, like, if they fall, actually normal stuff, they fall and they reset the level. But this code activates when you place a block builder over the pit. So once the block is placed over the pit, it casts the block builder, activates the tile bridge tile blueprint, and updates tile to that function, and that is this tile. There's no code in this one. It's simply just the bridge, custom bridge tile I made. As this code right here just simply selects which blueprint to activate when the block is placed over a pit, and then to update it so that it changes from a pit tile to a tile bridge, thus giving the illusion of building a bridge. Now from the outlet, from the previous one where we call this function, the change colors, we go right here. This is the function of the outlet that lets us change the colors of the cone from red to blue. And when it changes colors, we let the outlet know to cast to the door tile by getting its neighbor, with the direction being in any 4 directions: down, left, right, and up. And when it knows that the door is in the right position, it activates the door open code in the door open blueprint, which is this. And when it activates, it destroys the components of the door, meaning the door aspects here get destroyed, but the tile below it stays active. And with this can enter, meaning after the art is destroyed, it lets us enter by changing the can enter before, meaning we can go through it before. Now, after the art being destroyed, we can enter it and walk right through. Now, as before, the power source and the tile bridge have no code for them, as it mostly just indicates when something is nearby. The BT telework is something we did in class, where a number of stuff of this code is what lets us select where to move when the player enters and to which one by the cast, the teleport, and destination. Lets us pick which one by eye dropping it. And this is what happens when he exits teleporter. And yeah, that's pretty much it for my project. Overall, simple levels, a bit complex. It was definitely for me complex, but hey, that's what happens when you do classes like this, when you don't know anything but you have to do it. Overall, I agree, it is a fun class. It's just like making sure you get everything done on time is definitely the stressful part. But overall, I think I did a good job. And I hope to have more classes like this where we can make custom stuff with help from the teacher, because if we make it by ourselves, I know that's going to be a very stressful and harmful class for me. Well, thank you everyone for now. Have a wonderful day or night whenever you're watching this. Thank you.